If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really are being reasonable, you know we're better.
Écoutez, à midi.
Quelle heure est-il?
Il est midi.
C'est l'heure de déjeuner.
Ce qu'il y a à manger. Écoutez,
If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really being reasonable, you know we're better. You can't be the queen yet, because you're the queen because I'm the king. Can't be a queen without a king. You know we're better. If you really are honest with yourself, ladies, and you look in the mirror and you really being reasonable, you know we're better.
Y'all know what time it is. We are transmitting live from Mars, Save James, Joey P. Midwest Z. We are here. We got Tom Ludlow standing down there from Street Kings, drinking the shooters, drinking the airplane version of a drink for the night, the nightcap. We here for y'all. It's July 7th, 7/7. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty good number for you. And it's the 21st year, so 7, 7, 21, those are multiples of 7. You know, dude, there's some math in there, some numerology. I'm not as versed at it to probably give you a quick off-the-hip diagnosis of it, but do some research on your own. You know, that's a lost art, kind of like the mid-range jump shot. But ask Chris Paul that. He don't believe it. Because we dropped, 36 last night, some shit like that? Or was that Devin Booker dropped?
36. Booker 36 and 9.
36 and 9.
And Booker had 29 and...
No, he had 27. Aiden had 29.
Okay.
Wow. Listen to those numbers right there.
Hey, they spread.
That's balance right there, doggy.
I was just about to say they spread it around.
That's balance right there. And I seen like the other cats.
Hey, Z, chill the fuck out.
It was close.
Chill the fuck out.
He misses the broadcast. He's a little excited. A little excited over there. A little excited. But you know, we're gonna talk about the Suns and the Bucks, one of the most unattractive finals we've seen in recent history. But you know, hey, it's unattractive. Come on, Phoenix and Milwaukee. I get it.
It's entertaining, but everyone knows the Bucks aren't supposed to be here.
It's unattractive. It's unattractive. This is.
But then everybody wants to bitch and complain when it's LeBron versus whoever.
Listen, Linda, listen. This is the Jamel Hill of the hierarchy of sports reporters. We'll do it, but we know our choices, our preference is of higher, of different taste.
Who would you rather see?
Brad Z, I want to see Lakers Nets. That's what I wanted to see.
I didn't want to see that. I wasn't even.
I know that's all I wanted to see.
It would have been 4-0.
I wanted to see it just so I control
3 and 7.
See you.
Just so I control.
3 and 7.
Yo, fam, because
that's petty. That's super petty.
Hey, call it what you want. You think they wouldn't let this nigga win that 5th ring? Let this nigga win that 5th ring. You see, watch how nigga. Man, half of America would have to change their drawers at the clock strike 0 if this nigga won his 5th ring. That's all they needed.
It would have been all they needed. It would have been a new East-West rivalry, though.
But then, here's what actually would have happened if that shit would have happened. Katie and Bron are tied.
Right.
They're tied.
No, If you talking about the Nets win,
the Nets would have won.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's full. That's full. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Right.
And I really feel like the Nets would have destroyed them. It would have been. It might have been 5-1. It might have been.
KD only got 2 rings.
If they would have won, that's what I'm saying. If that was your matchup, KD would have got his 3rd ring to tie LeBron at LeBron's expense.
Right.
LeBron got 4. He got 2 on my.
That's right. He just You see how much that asterisk?
Right. Niggas don't count that shit. Don't count that bubble shit.
The bubble. Nobody
don't count
that
bubble shit. I see what you did there, Jovi.
It wasn't.
You
Legit.
walked that one from
Listen.
the top row down. I see what you did there. Good
Legit,
job.
I was on 3 like shit. Like no, he doesn't have 4.
I
What are you
see
talking
that has to go in the highlight reel. I see what you did there. All right, kudos to you.
That are mind tricks.
I see what you
Right.
did there. All right.
He said, "Shut the fuck up."
Well
I shut
done.
the fuck up.
Well done, sir. I see what you did there. Anyway, so we're gonna get into that. The real story of the NBA that we're finding out is Rachel Nichols was she really okay? A lot of people want to pull the race card in this shit. Does it have influence? Possibly, but is it really the main reason why? Was she just protecting her job? Because journalism is a cutthroat business.
I already told you. I told you when we had
Let's
this conversation.
not get into it now, Z. You ready to keep your shirt on. Keep your shirt
because
on. This guy gonna come back when the wife be like Ashley Larry.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Go and take the trash. So we're gonna get into that. Get into that. 4th of July was this past week, and there was a lot of violence. Like America hasn't figured out that niggas can't wait for 4th of July to kind of handle beef or send messages because you don't know what's
popping.
What's popping out there.
Mm-hmm.
But all these numbers inflated. Who knows? But they said it was like a million niggas got.
Y'all be on that regular shit up there. Y'all be killing people. They down this motherfucker committing arson,
killing people.
Y'all on that regular killing people shit. These motherfuckers is using grenades and blowing them shits up in the middle of the street. They fucking torching cars with fireworks down this motherfucker.
Quiet as kept though. That's how it used to be back in the day. Because I distinctly remember, like the mafia, especially using the 4th of July to go pull a hit.
Oh yeah, that they shine light on that. And what was that movie? The Departed. They shine light on that in that movie.
Yeah.
Niggas went in there with the M80s outside.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga got both his kneecaps shot up inside. You know what I mean? So I get that much. That makes sense. But we went down to go see the fireworks down. We was on the Queens side of Long Island City. Shit was it was madness out there. They blocked off like.
I heard it was lit.
It was dope. The show was dope. The only problem I have with is that I have reservations at this restaurant to watch it on the water. And they shut off like the streets like 10 blocks out from the restaurant area. Yeah, and they say shit online, so you only found out when you got there. We drove past Queensbridge, got to Vernon Boulevard, and that shit was like everybody go that way.
Right, like fuck you.
Yeah, and then when you get to this street, everybody can only go this way.
Right.
All the rest of
they
these
hit
sides,
y'all with the Baltimore bullshit.
Yeah, like all the rest of these sides is blocked off. Like. You're not getting down none of these joints. So we had to park all the way damn near like fucking almost a half mile away to walk back and we missed the reservations. So we only got there in time enough for the show, whatever like that. But it was cool. Kids enjoyed themselves. There was a lot of motherfuckers out there. I'll say that much. A lot of people.
No, next time, because I was always against fucking burning up fireworks, but this is the first year I ever bought fireworks. Like fireworks.
So put it in this perspective, because right here in the DMV area, we go to either Pennsylvania or we go to the south of the border shit, make it a day of it. But is it on that scale or is it on like some other shit as far as what they allow you guys to light down there?
So Nebraska just upped their rules to 500 grams, but Missouri and Minnesota and South Dakota, they burning 800 to 1,000 grams. And if you know anything about fireworks, like 1,000 grams is like half a stick of dynamite. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So like the difference between the two is an M80 going off when you light your shit and a fucking half a stick. Where it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You don't hear them joints?
I used to like the Rambo joints, the Rambo belt of firecrackers.
Oh, yeah.
I used to
I
light them
had-
shits and let off a clip or two in
I
the
had
process.
3,000 rounds. I
know what
bought
I'm saying?
3,000 rounds, son. It was selling belts for $8, son. So I bought three 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, those shits is fun watching them pop up. So there's something soothing about watching all of those fire. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like watching fish
She
swim.
hated him. She was like, yo, don't ever buy that again. I'm like, no, fuck you. I grew
That's
up on
the
these
best
shits.
shit, right? That's the finale. All that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need the variations. You feel me? Like,
Right.
it's something mystical. There's something mystical about that. I don't know. But hey, anyway, we talked enough. Hey, you guys, did we have? Do you know there's a Karen movie that they're tossing ideas?
Yeah.
Yo, I got the trailer. I didn't get a chance to play it on one of the last shows that I had. I'm gonna play that shit, and because I'm speaking of 4th of July, like did you guys see the clip of that lady in the driveway?
She lost.
Yo, just screaming because she mad at the fireworks. Yo, like she was just literally just screaming, ah, like for like 30 seconds, B. It's like, yo, this bitch go past.
Yo, she was so loud.
Ouch.
She was so loud. You could hear her above the fireworks.
That's what I'm saying. She was really mad. Nigga.
Yo, she lost her shit.
She was really.
And they brought up a valid point. Is this something that we laugh at? Because because some people were like saying that's not a normal Karen. That she's having a PTSD experience right now.
She's having that's mental health right there.
She's having an episode for real. Yeah, and that's why people say, when you see the black banner outside someone's door, you have respect and keep it moving, because that means they either have PTSD or they're a war vet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but. All I'm saying, it was funny until I started reading the comments and shit.
I get that part of it all too. Like, there's always two sides to every story.
Way to take the air out of the story.
Right,
G.
exactly. Thanks,
fucking
Midwest.
Killjoy.
Oh, fucking Connecticut ass. Yo, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back. We got some good stand-up for you guys. I was in the vaults this week. I didn't get any hump day humor to post for us, so we're gonna have one. We're gonna recoup on that next week. But
Snacking on your pimping.
Shout out to the new edible line of Beyond Tree.
Hello,
man. This shit is about to be rocking. All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back. Save James, Joe BP Midwest Z, transmitting live from Mars 9:25. We got probably like an hour left of entertainment for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. We here for the people. That's what we do. Be right back.
Motherfucker, I'm back, motherfucker. Niggas got me. 9 shells couldn't stop me. I hit them up once and pop, watch me. It's 50, motherfucker. I'm back, motherfucker. Niggas thought they got me. 9 shells couldn't stop me. I hit them up once and pop, watch me. I don't hesitate to pull out the burning, nigga. I stick my snub nose and shit that don't concern a nigga. I'm the reason that coupe ain't got no top. I'm the reason that Ruger ain't got no shot. But when I squeeze, I tend to keep on squeezing. If you're lucky, you can run and keep on breathing. When my knife hits your windpipe and you start wheezing, putting your hand over the hole ain't gonna stop the bleeding. I am what I am, and I ain't gonna change. My 5th clip loaded to the tip, I blow out your brains. Trust me, I'm not what you used to, homie. You little faggot. I tell your fucking boss to blow me. They putting pressure on you. You paying the pump. I'd rather die like a man than to live like a chump. I only walk with a limp when I walk with a pump. I can't wait to see you scatter when I pull out the dump. Take that. 50 is 50, motherfucker. I'm back, motherfucker. I'm back. Niggas thought they got me. 9 shells couldn't stop me. I hit them up worse than pop. Watch me. What up, nigga? 50 is 50, motherfucker. I'm back, motherfucker. Niggas thought they got me. 9 shells couldn't stop me. I hit them up worse than pop. Watch me. This time, I'ma hit them hard. This time, I'ma word up. 50 Cent. DJ Clue.
I saw this dude in one boxer. I saw this one boxer, little Latino dude. He ain't had nobody in his corner. I mean, literally, wasn't nobody in his corner with him. When the bell rung, he had to get his own stool and shit. He had to give himself a talking to. What is your problem in there? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. He was getting his ass whooped. He had to throw his own towel in. At the end of the fight, he was his own interpreter. He talking to Larry Merchant. Larry Merchant, so around round 3, you started to lose it. What happened? Primero, gracias por tenerme aquí. Saludos a mi raza. Si se puede. Un juego, un jab. Todo fui todo. Buenas noches. You know. What I said, Larry, was thank you for letting me be here, first of all. And you know, he caught me with a jab, and, you know, basically that was it. You know, it was a good night.
Classic set right there, B. Like, that was no Kings of Comedy shit. That's when he was, you know, working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was Comic View said.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, right after he got his half-hour special, he hit the road.
When he started hitting the brims on him.
Yeah, he started Yo, that shit. Comic View, son, that was like the first. I was on Comic View. I wasn't on it like as a stand-up, but I was in the audience, and I went to the joint that was started taping in Atlanta, and then like I knew, I guess the talent scout or whatever the case it was, because this is the first time I'm seeing like how the shit is really set up. They had all the bad chicks sitting on the front 2 rows to make it look like that's who comes listening to the comedy.
Because the cameras.
Yeah. So I didn't know that shit. So when I got there, I saw my homegirl that was the you know, the coordinator of all of that, the seating arrangements, the chicks that was. This is when the chicks was on the fucking stage with what's the redhead nigga? Red's
Ronaldo Ray.
When he was on the stage. Remember that?
When him and Laura? When him and Laura was on the stage.
Yes, exactly. So
and they had them doing little one-liners
doing the hosting and shit like that. Exactly. So I remember they said the chicks up on the stage and said the chicks in the front row. And then, like I said, I knew this shorty that was coordinating the shit. And she sat me up there with all the model joints. So, like, after that, like, the next 2 months, 3 months, everybody, yo, son, I see you on Comic View, son. You was listening to front row orders. And I didn't know that's how they set it up, yo. Like, I didn't know that was part of the production. The casting and shit like that.
Oh, this nigga was eye candy face ass nigga.
Hey, man, I'm young, I'm pretty.
Hair back then.
I'm young, I'm pretty, I hit hard, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Was this wave save? Was this cornrow save? Like, what save was this?
This was
do-rag and wave save.
This was still do-rag, but see, I didn't have the waves. I had like the fucking, like the temp, it was temp fade era. Where I had
you was here with it.
Yeah, I was right here with it, right around the edges at the bottom. It was clean.
The dark Caesar.
Yeah, it was clean. But and see, the thing about it was when I had hair, the grade of my hair was so, like, I guess, mixed up with DNA that when it got a certain length and all I had to do was like really like take a shower and do all of this, and my shit gets its own texture. It's not like curly, but it is. But like when it's short, it's straight. Like it's weird.
This nigga was out here looking like motherfucking The Weeknd and shit, nigga.
No. I never went that far. I didn't like it. Like get like pause like
crazy.
Yeah, like I kept it at a certain length at all times. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's just where I was with it, man. Like it was short enough that I could still throw the do rag on and not pass out. But I had enough on there if I needed to get in the club without the do-rag. All I do is go to the car, do one of these real quick.
The lettuce was straight.
Yeah, and I'm right back in there. I'm in the game. You know what I mean?
So like that shit. So listening to said, and like there was a point in time where Comic View was part of the fucking, like that was the nightcap to the evening.
The culture. It was part of the culture.
It was nightly routine.
It was part of the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
It was that, and then Uncut.
That was it. After that, it became TV shows, individual TV shows.
Yeah, and then Uncut came on.
Yeah, right. And that good old Uncut.
That's the BET I like.
Tip Drill will live in infamy.
Tip Drill or Right There. That's the verses.
I never saw the Right There uncut version. I saw the Tip Drill one though, and I was impressed.
So
I was impressed.
I cut BET, I guess, out of my life. I would say around like 2002, 2003, because it just wasn't BET anymore.
My
nigga,
boy,
you missed Prime Uncut. That's what you was missing.
Not even that.
Maybe.
You was missing Prime. What's her name? Free.
Oh, 106?
I was there for free.
Nigga.
Nah, you was there for that, for like, they about to get them out the door free.
Yeah, nah, I'm talking about that Roxy Reynolds stunt double free. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then after that, it got commercial as shit for me. Like,
no, it did. No, because that's when he sold it.
Yeah, and then
over. Yeah.
Good. I'm good.
It was a slow train wreck.
Nigga, we used to go. You used to get out of school and get to the crib.
This is with Rap City? You crazy as hell. I had my VCR on pause. Like, serious. Like, it was on play. It was on record pause. So all I do is hit unpause, and I'm getting the latest video, world premiere video. Like, I had a tape full of videos that whenever shit was whack during the day, or like, I was just throwing that tape of videos.
Oh, that tape in.
And rock out. Me and my niggas would come to the crib, and that'd be it. Throw our videotapes in, and we be pop, and it should be popping.
Now, my brother used to have it. He figured out how to time when the shit would just turn on and record. It was back then though when you couldn't even.
Oh, he was a smarty-arty nigga that figured out the timer.
That's too much. Come on, Tony. Fuck out of here with all of that, nigga.
Tony looked like the type of nigga
he was trying to and try to shit on you because you ain't know how to do it.
It's in the manual.
Yeah.
He didn't
nigga, right there. Nigga, that's it right there.
That's a fact, too. That's a fact.
Oh, my God. You pinned
Why don't you read the manual? Maybe you'll learn how to use it.
Man.
Nah, but on some real shit, we never missed the finals game. We never missed a football game. We never missed shit because that nigga knew how to fucking program that shit. And he'd be like, don't nobody touch the TV. Don't nobody touch the TV. And you come home and everything you wanted to see was on there.
Some shit like that.
Hell yeah. And that's when you could get the 8-hour record joints. Yeah, people don't. Polaroid.
Nigga, that shit. How long ago, nigga? That was like late in the VCR game. You talking that where you had like the 2 tape decks on the side of each other where you could do the high speed dubbing shit.
And we had the automatic rewinder next to it.
These motherfuckers thought they was in Blockbuster. Fuck out of here, Connecticut niggas. Yo, man, we ain't even get into the topics yet, man.
I know. Let's go.
Nah, we can't. We gotta take a break now, man. Let's do that Karen trailer real quick, and we gonna come right back, y'all. God damn, this is what happens with this show. Take a break.
Live, baby.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're black. Do you mind keeping it down? If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
Somebody's taking home security serious.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen, okay, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen. I've come across some very suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive, yep.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone, we didn't do anything!
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood? Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
She doesn't like black people.
We have a search warrant.
Well, I'm black. I know, she doesn't like you either.
I want to sell the house.
What I do? You can't tell me, huh?
We are living next door to a racist.
You went in her house?
You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
I was not standard police procedure back there.
What do we have here?
When you got a hammer, everything looks like nails.
You people are very angry.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Bad things happen to people that don't comply.
Now, I don't know if that's a real movie or not, because the acting looked like something off of Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but...
Hey, don't shit on Sarah Marshall, bro. That's
Hey, I like the movie. I like the movie. That was the era of the cute white girls. Mila Kunis was still cute then. You know what I'm saying?
She look fucked up now.
This is what I'm saying.
Son, she doesn't.
Her and Emma Stone were the same
Everybody-
person for like 3 years.
Everybody can't bounce back from kids, bro. Like, some people, that pregnancies just take a toll on them.
She has kids?
That's fair.
Yeah, nigga, fucking Ashton scooted all in that joint.
Oh, I didn't know they had kids. I know they got back together. I didn't know he blew it up though.
He been shooting up the club. She just stopped taking
That's
up
just
pills.
Demi wasn't having it. Demi wasn't having none of it.
Demi was.
Why
now,
should
Demi-
she? She was just, she went from Bruce, like,
But Demi is the original MILF though, like on that level of shit.
Her and
like that.
Madonna,
The
yeah.
original cool. I know the original cougar. I should say. Demi is the original cougar.
You got to think this chick was like 50, 40, like 48,
40 something. She was in her 40s. Well
Yeah,
into her 40s.
Ashton Kutcher, he's our age. He's my age. So that nigga was like,
was still
24
doing
years old.
punked.
he was living a
Where's my
dream.
car?
Living a dream. That's what happened.
He was like 24 years old.
Ultimate white boy. That's the ultimate.
Yo,
white
that
boy.
nigga, he seen her in striptease and was like, you.
Gotta have that.
He's old. He was living the ultimate white boy.
But quiet as kept, his money was probably equal.
Oh no, he good on. He good.
He was eating. No, definitely know he was eating. But anyway,
He's
okay,
good.
stop. Topic.
It's freestyle.
Yo,
Wednesdays.
the people don't understand. We're starting to get down the how this shit works now, and we're getting comfortable.
And back to where it used to be.
And we're getting back to what we used to only be audio with.
Hell yeah.
And so there's a certain sense of ease and expectancy that we have for what we do on this show. That now we're just a little extra excited for because we're visual with it.
Right.
So, bear with us.
Try to.
Our conversation isn't boring, even though it is a topic related to the promo. We're saying some shit that you think, but don't have the cool enough friends to talk about it with on a platform such as this. That's the difference between y'all and us.
There is a difference.
That's the difference. Your friends aren't as cool as ours.
Nah.
All right? So anyway,
Yeah.
the real story of this Rachel Nichols thing is Jimmy Butler. He's the real MVP. I'm hearing that this nigga was cramming Rachel Nichols during the bubble activity.
That bit, yeah. Oh,
There
yeah.
was a lot of smut going on.
They couldn't leave, bro.
They couldn't.
They was in that joint like.
And these
You.
are exactly. These are fucking apex predators when it comes to the athleticism.
Right.
You know their testosterone levels are
Right.
through the
Energy
fucking
levels and all, right.
roof.
Even if it was 2 minutes, the best 2 minutes of your motherfucking life. Right. Right.
And she gonna hold that one too.
Yeah.
Just because of who it was. Should she hold that? I don't give a fuck. 2 minutes, whatever.
But you gotta think. I remember when I mentioned, I'm like, yo, Rachel, when we was talking about the lineups or whatever, I'm like, just on ass status alone, shorty is.
She got some
rich.
cake with her. She got some cake
for sure.
She got some cake with her.
But, it's funny you say that Jimmy Butler thing because I remember during the finals, she was interviewing a nigga, right? And he said some shit real slick, like
real slick.
Slick.
And the thing about it is, we just chalk that up to Jimmy being Jimmy.
Right?
Because he started to develop his own character in the league, as in his own lane.
But in the shop, the Tom Brady episode. Was it the Tom Brady episode? I think so. And LeBron was like, "Yeah, man, you gotta think. We was trapped. We was in this bubble for X amount of time." And he didn't get like, crazy into it, but he was like, "Yo, there's some shit going on in that motherfucker. Yeah, I don't even know about."
The shit but the shit we know about, we can imagine what the rest of it was looking like.
I'm sure Dwight Howard was opening up shop. All homo.
Of all people you're gonna bring up. Of all people to bring up.
Because the problem with it, here's the problem with that whole thing, right? This nigga is out there and niggas is calling him out, but the niggas is calling him out ain't got no girlfriends. So what you calling him out for? Is you mad at him or some shit? It's funny, right? Interesting.
Yeah, human psychology is a motherfucker, ain't it? Well, we know the young ladies who anointed the Phoenix Suns last season in the bubble, they can go ahead and just, all homo, put their spit in a jar and sell it. Because because
like,
apparently
I hope they trade Forex because that was some future forecasting.
Nigga, like a motherfucker. Like I never saw this jump coming. Yeah, I caught myself. I caught it.
Yo, and not even that. 2 people made a world of fucking difference.
It was a joint effort.
Right. Then that's what's crazy about basketball. And it's no secret, like, as far as people that's been listening when we were on Blog Talk, this medium, like, I played football, I still play football. So, like, certain nuances as far as with basketball, I see the rationale, I just don't get. Because, like, with football, you need an entire team to do shit. Like, all of the pieces make the machine go.
Right.
So it's crazy that, yes, they were competitive as far as in the bubble. Like, they had the win streak. They, like, rattled off what? They were undefeated in the bubble.
They were.
But they were so far behind in the rankings that, the other people that needed to take the L's in front of them just didn't take the L's.
Right.
They didn't take enough L's. So, like, thanks for being here. Y'all got the participation trophy. But that GM to land fucking Crowder and then the finesse for fucking CP3. Yeah. And they started out slow, but it was a slow burn. Yeah. It's like you're looking, you're like, oh, they're 6th, they're 5th, they're 4th.
Shit.
They're still winning? Like
they're 2nd?
And the thing about it was the way they was winning in spurts, like pause, like they will go like 5, they win 5 in a row, drop 2, win 6, and it's just like, and that would be the next progression jump.
Yeah, that fucking that stat in the box when you was watching, like when you read the fucking like the little box score, the rankings and stuff. That last 10 was never like some crazy shit. It was like 7-3.
7-3, yeah. As bad as we get, 6-4. That's the least it would get, 6-4 type shit.
But then every so often you'll look, you be like, oh, they won 10. Like, oh, they undefeated right now. Oh, okay. And like I said in prior shows, like, and I'm gonna say it again, the Bucks aren't supposed to be here. They're not.
I agree.
Not this version. Last year's team might have had a better shot at this team. Like,
I don't think so because I didn't see this Chris Middleton last year. This Chris Middleton is different.
So here's here's where, like Charles Barkley said, it's just a team full of nice guys. Here's where it is. Giannis is conceding to Chris instead of being like, all right, fuck it. If you getting 30, I'm getting 35.
Right.
Like,
right. He let
like
he handed him guys say, yo, bust that.
Yeah.
This my
Like
gap, nigga, but here, you bust that.
Yeah, because they gonna talk about it's my team. Like, and if the Bucks were to somehow win this series, I don't think they will. If the Bucks somehow win this series, Chris Middleton has to be the MVP because that's the only way that they win. Because you saw that shit. I admire Giannis for playing last night. Nigga, your knee did this last week. Like just last week.
Your shit was London.
And
shit sore.
And man, I posted that shit up on my fucking Facebook. You don't think they gave my man to Lance Harbor? You watch fucking Varsity Blues when they were like, oh, we need you to play. Let's go ahead and you said you're good as long as you're not in pain. We got something for that. Let's go ahead back in pregame. 45 minutes before that game, shot him up.
That cortisone. Yeah.
So you saw around like third quarter, he started laboring. He started bending. Like, yeah, all that testosterone done burned that shit up, bro. Like, you out here on that bum ass knee. And he finished the game with like 18 or 20, some shit like that. You're not beating the Suns if you're scoring 20.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right. You and them
40.
You being a fan of them Bulls niggas and ex-Bulls niggas, you was talking that cash shit about Bobby Portis like a couple games ago.
Yo,
they had your boy on the ropes.
That ain't my man. He fucked up the team chemistry. I was mad when he broke the nigga jaw in the locker room. I like Son because that nigga was a gunner. He went to somewhere else and was started killing after he left the Bulls. I forgot where he went. But it was that Nicola dude, something Nicola and Nicola or something like that.
Nikolai,
his first and last name was Nicola.
I know
or something
you talking
like that.
about. I know you talking about.
You know what I'm talking? He broke his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up the whole chemistry of the locker room. This young hothead nigga, and they had to break shit down again and start over. I'm like, in Portis, I saw the potential that this nigga could play when he came out of college. The nigga we came out of Florida State, right? The nigga got game. That could be nurtured. Like, that could be a Taj Gibson replacement right there.
He a wackadoo, nigga.
Fucked it all up, yo.
He a whack, yo. What they say in Philly, he a nut. That nigga's a nut.
Young bull a nut. You know what I mean? Fucked all the chemistry up. But, good
they had them looking bad. He was looking bad. They sucked Robin Lopez out because all they was doing was the high screen and roll. He was like, oh, bring your big goofy ass out here.
Yeah.
Come get some of this and one mixtape. I'm going to the fucking
he can't
rim.
guard Ayton, yo. Ayton too athletic, man.
Way too athletic.
Ayton had like 19 boards.
Yo, like
he gonna keep getting 19 boards because nobody's stronger than him in that paint. Especially Giannis on a bum knee.
CP3 said it best last series. He said he out here he about to get his bag this summer.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, because he proved he's a #1 pick.
Yep.
I fucks with DeAndre Ayton because this nigga don't say nothing. He hard hat and lunch pail every game. Hard hat and lunch pail, nigga. Let's get to work.
I wish it was more of him and Devin Booker's and all these cats are just coming in
but
the game.
This goes to show the greatness of a CP3 though, man. Niggas can't.
He finally got niggas to listen.
Yo,
that's right.
I understood the CP3 factor. I knew what it was. When we used to, because I remember I'm a Bulls fan, and so they used to air a lot of those Bulls New Orleans games. So I used to see how Derrick Rose and CP3 was going back and forth with each other.
Right.
The Hornets wasn't really that good of a team back then. But he
was him
made them.
That nigga.
He made it was way before. That's what I'm saying. Before him.
Oh, you talking about with Tyson?
I'm talking about with Tyson Chandler, nigga.
No Pete.
Yes. I'm talking that team, the New Orleans Hornets.
Word.
You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They used to air those games. So, yo, anyway, hats off to you. See, I'm pulling for the Suns, not just for CP3, but because the black coach in there, Monty Williams, showing everybody.
My man Monty.
Yo, Monty coaching out there, B.
You know
Monty
what?
is
I'm
fucking
gonna tell you what
coaching everybody out there.
I'm gonna tell you what he's doing better than everybody else. He's a friend to every one of those niggas on that fucking team. So.
Him and CP3 was on the bench back in New Orleans.
I know,
what
but I'm saying he's a friend. Like there's coaches, and then there's like
he's a player's coach.
He's invested. You know, he know everything that's going on with
everything.
Him. And the buy-in crazy.
They're like, your girl acting up again.
That's
right,
what it is, Jovi.
No, I'm trying.
The buy-in crazy.
Yep. He out there. He's got them physically playing, and he's here with them. And when you own the mind, you own the body, son.
And they gonna go out for that man, cause that means he's not just, like you said, just blowing smoke.
No,
like he believe in what he's saying, and they believe in him for saying it.
Yep.
He been there.
He know what it's like. Yep. So I'm pulling for the Suns just off of that. We ain't anti-white in here, whatever we can be. The makeup of this show won't allow us to be that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you want to go there, but we are about black excellence because there's not enough people talking about it. And
100%.
Historically, there hasn't been enough people talking about it.
100%.
So we're just gonna promote folks that always can use a promotion, whether they need ours or not.
Shout out to the shop, man.
Even though I don't watch it, I respect it that it's a platform that people could go be themselves.
Yo, but the best part is when they bring in the Tom Brady's.
That's what I'm saying, because of the cachet of the LeBron.
No, and he in there, and the best part about
talking his shit.
What? Not only talking
his shit,
but asking legit motherfucking questions, like questions
because
that we regular white
to
people
win.
ask.
He knows what it takes to win. Both of them.
He's sitting here like he asking questions. He asking questions like, I know what you've been through and I know what you go through, but how the fuck are you able to do that plus that plus that? I want to know, because I can't even do that. Like legit was like, yo, I don't know how you all can sit here and fucking let he would talk about the reporters. And he was like, I can't even fathom what you guys say. I can't even fathom it, right? Because for me, he's like, if I get to that lane, I'm gonna lose it. He was like, but y'all played it. He's like, Marshawn Lynch was the greatest ever. Okay, that shit he did, he's like, I wish I could do that. He said, I wish I had the mental capacity to do that. He's flabbergasted as how we're able, and it basically it's just a black trait to be like, you know what, fuck you. I don't care about you.
We have to learn how to have tough skin. Our skin got to be tougher than everybody else's.
Yeah.
He really broke some shit down, though. I appreciated that episode and the other one with the comedian dude. He got the late night show. Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, Kimmel?
Nah, it'll when we go on break, I'll look it up and I'll give you a name. But my man was asking some pertinent questions, fam. Like he was asking some real shit.
It's always good to be able to pick the brain of great minds out there, and we can get an unadulterated, uncut version of their truth, and to step inside their mind and their shoes or whatever like that. That's valuable for anybody, no matter what level you look at it on. Somebody, you always should spend time with a person that's smarter than you, and as much as Stephen A. Coon is, he said one thing before that we're going to go to break on. He says something where he was like how he learned, when he goes into situations, he knows that he's brilliant because he knows he's not.
Right.
I'm brilliant because I know I'm not.
That's deeper than Paul.
You're like that. It's a profound statement with those few
I'm smarter than you because I realize I don't know everything.
I don't know everything.
I know how to get around your dumbass who thinks you know everything.
Not even that, though, Z. The fact that I'm still willing to learn. That's what I take away from that. The true essence of that. We've been told we gotta stay green so that we can grow, continue to grow.
And you gotta be able to fake it till you make it. Like that's a real.
See, you're fucking it up right now. We're not. What is this guy talking about, Joey?
No. But what I'm saying is, if you have a talent to be able to put yourself in situations that you know you don't belong in, yet you don't get booted out of it, you're better than the next man. Period.
I mean, act like you've been there before. I hear you on that, because that's how I had to do it. I'm just say when I went to the Rock the Bells concert where I interviewed Rakim, I had to act like I've been there before.
Right.
I couldn't be.
Time boss, you like this.
Oh my God, nigga! My TV came to life in front of my face that day. All of the great giants that I looked up to as a young hip hop head, I got a chance to. The God MC,
right?
He passed me to L. How many people you know got that story?
0. 1.
He passed
me
to L.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
You better.
That's exactly.
I don't give a fuck what kind of hiatus you on.
Even if it's leak, hit that shit.
You gotta smoke this, B.
But that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. You had to make sure that, regardless of what you've ever done before, this right here, you can't fuck it up.
You can't. You gotta make this one count. They pass you the ball, so you gotta score now.
Right.
Story of my life. Yo, we're gonna go to break. Top of the hour, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. We got actual topics we're gonna talk. Hey, listen, man. This is probably gonna be one of our better shows because we're showing you the true essence of what we are.
Right.
This is what we are right here. We like to have a script. My bullshit script.
Look at the paperwork.
I got my notes. I got
my shit right here.
Yeah.
I got my notes.
I got talking points, but I'd be like, you know what?
Hey, are we gonna ever get to them?
I got Shorty up next too, the runner, man. She's a runner, she's a track star.
And I can't even play this shit.
Fuck
you, algorithms. God.
I'm so mad right now about that.
We the piracy police though over here, baby.
Hey, one of these, like Universal is one of these niggas that like to block this shit. If you just, give us a bunch of money.
How about you take a look the other way? How about that?
How about you just give us a bunch of money and we'll play all the fucking shit? UMG artists, like.
I'll play anything y'all want.
Long that check clear.
That's it.
Right.
We are not gonna break that shit.
We'll play him too.
Complain about that. Yo, break. Be right back, y'all.
The crib, I got it on. And I ain't leave nothing off, I got it all on. I ain't trying to be rude, niggas ain't shit. They just trying to be dude, niggas ain't this. Pull up in something so stupid like what you think. Damn shade so dark, I can't even blink. Left the street with bad habits, can't stir my drink. Walk around and have a flashback, I might need a sing. I get it in, I go hard, that's my old broad. Fuck credit, street cash, that's my gold card. Always black, I'm in black, always strapped, yeah, I'm strapped.
Deep in the game.
When I hit the club, niggas give me dap, bitches give me hook.
So sometimes I sit back and I think, I say, man, black people got it bad. And we do. But there are people out there that got it worse than us. Like handicapped people. I'm serious. See, y'all, it get quiet when you say handicap. People go, oh, because it make you think about that cousin you ain't seen. Oh, God, not Joey. They don't have role models, man. Handicapped people need role models, I think they should have a superhero. A paraplegic superhero would be great, Call him Handyman. Like, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a wheelchair. No, it's Handyman. Handyman, help!
know it sounds like trouble.
He can fly like. When he land on top of people.
Excuse me. Leave the lady alone. I said let the girl go. Or you're gonna have to deal with me.
He can stop bullets and shit.
You can't harm me anymore. Put the gun down. I said put it down.
He grab him by the hook and flip him.
That's right. And remember, crime does not pay.
Yeah, about that, y'all. We here. We still live, and we talking shit during the commercial breaks.
Come on, man.
Big shit.
Big shit. We get
Big shit.
kind of sidetracked sometimes. But yo, you know what Jovi? Thought about you before I said I was gonna make the statement today.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys sitting down. You know. Migos' album isn't all that bad.
Wait, who? Wait, what?
Say that again.
Some of the music on there, some of the songs on there, I said because I like more songs on there than I thought I would.
Now, who's this again?
Migos.
Oh, Migos.
No, say it louder for the people.
Whoa. I don't feel well. I gotta go, fellas.
Some of the songs on there surprised me, and it's something. It's the lower nature in me. It speaks to the lower chakras. And
wait, time out. Is it because you cleaned your ears out last week?
That might have something to do with it because I'm able to hear it clearer. I'm not
you
gonna
ain't listening no more.
I'm not gonna rule that out.
I'm
not gonna rule that out as a possibility. I'm not gonna rule that out. But I remember I had to go to Connecticut to do that party, so I had to get some Migos shit, and then I was updating my playlist at the same time, and I was like, okay, I know I got to get the new shit from at least January up until now to just encapsulate the sound. And as I was going through this shit, I had downloaded the zip file. I was going through each joint, see which one I wanted, which one I didn't. I said, man, I can't tell nobody I like more than one song on here.
Nigga, you like about 8 songs on there.
I'm not gonna go that far.
You like about 8.
I'm not gonna go that far as 8 because it's 15 track. It's in the teens for tracks or whatever like that.
It's like 18.
Oh, so it's high. Okay.
I'm about to pull up the track listing right now.
You don't have to go there. You don't have to go there, Joey.
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about just as far as I'm making sure you know how I am.
How many's on?
Just as far as the tracks.
Yeah,
the track numbers.
I was going through the joints because Shorty requested a couple songs off of there, so I had to file through a few of them. And between the ones that she requested and the ones was popping right now,
24.
It's 24 tracks. So it was okay. So that's about a third of them. Eight is a fair number. I'm not gonna go that far and say 8, but I wouldn't doubt it if I run through it again and it turned out to be 8 of those tracks.
Well,
now I'm speaking strictly sonically, because obviously there are no bars on there that catches my attention. If on your latest radio hit, you say ain't nothing straightening but straightening. That's the best you can come up with for a song called Straightening.
But they've already like claimed the fact that they can't rap.
I understood, but to
2/3 of them can't rap.
Who's the
one nigga
that
they leave off a lot of their songs? He can rap.
Who's that?
Takeoff.
Takeoff.
He can rap. The one that they don't hardly, they treat him like he's Chic Luch. Well, this nigga lyrically is Jadakiss.
You talking about? Do I look like I little bad bougie? You look like I little bad bougie? So talking about him? Okay. So he's the Ice Cube of the NWA.
Yeah, he actually can rap.
Okay.
Like I was like, I don't want to say. I can fuck it. I can say it. It's young titty boy vibes. Like I listened to all three of them. I guess they had a contractual thing where all three of them got to do solo projects. Mm-hmm. I listened to all three, and Takeoff had a better one. Quavo surprisingly had the worst one out of all three.
Surprisingly,
because he gets all the features.
The loudest one in the room is normally the weakest one in the room. Meth got all the features, and where does he rank on the whoop? At the best, and that's arguable.
I was going to
some niggas. That's arguable.
Yeah.
Some niggas will put RZA over him.
You wouldn't be wrong.
My point is arguable.
Because you're looking at perspectives at that point.
Bobby Digital.
It's arguable. That's all I'm saying. It's arguable.
Bobby Digital.
So, yeah, I wanted to make that confession live on air because I'm a man of integrity and of high character. And
I appreciate that man time that you on right now.
Yeah, I got to be honest with myself. Like, I understand what the sound is nowadays. I know what what's good music from bad music. This ain't nothing but, this ain't no drill shit. You know what I'm saying? That whoopty, some of the hoopty, all that shit like that. All that shit sound the same. Like, I spin that shit, and it's like one continuous record. But that shit could turn mosh pit real quick if you string together the right combination of songs one behind the other. It can get ugly quick. That shit, that puts the battery in niggas' backs for some reason. That shit is like the new MOP type shit. How about some hardcore? Tear the club up shit. You know what I mean? So steer clear. If you ain't about that life, when they start stringing those hits together, go get a drink, my nigga. Like, it's okay.
Figure it out.
Yeah, leave that to them goons that move to this on the daily. You know what I mean?
You
Let them have a moment. But yeah, I was impressed. I was pleasantly surprised by what they did, and I like a Travis Scott song that's out right now too. That franchise joint.
I never was like
that shit hit.
See, Travis Scott, he's alright with me. Like, he was never on that. He was never on the Migos list.
That he was to me off of that Antidote song. I hated that song.
How?
That shit is.
That's when he stopped smoking, so he couldn't relate to the.
That shit is trizash. I knew what he was talking about and everything, but it was just like, this song required no creative brain cells to make.
None of this shit you listen to now has creative brain cells.
Some of it does. Like the song that preceded the Migos album, I Need It. I like that shit. I said I need it. Motherfuckers underneath it. I like that shit.
Oh, you like a young boy.
I like some NBA young boy shit was alright when he first dropped. He was starting to sound too much.
Isaac got him in there trapped out.
Nah, this was before. This was when I was doing Ben's Next Door, so I had to get a. NBA young boy was fresh out the box when I was doing Ben's Next Door, so I had to play that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is when Kodak Black was still making songs like that, are Rolling Peace and all that shit like that.
Before they cloned him?
Huh?
Before they cloned him?
Right after that. Right before that, I mean. Right before that. So, yeah, you know, it's, again, another segment lost. And we didn't talk about shit we were supposed to.
Fuck it.
Shit, man.
Who is really mad right now?
I mean, this is, you know, this is good conversation.
Just turn your perfectionist down a little bit.
This dog. That's
a little bit.
You
just a little bit.
You asking for a lot right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're asking for a lot. Because, you know, I went into today with a certain...
Eat one of those Beyond Tree joints. And then... Well, another one, yeah. Eat another one.
I can't. I'm at my limit for the day. I can't. I know when to say when, my nigga. Like,
is there a meeting in your bedroom later or something?
Huh?
Is there a meeting in your bedroom later?
I mean, possibly. That's, you know, that's...
All right, then pause and do you...
But what I'm saying, with or without that being a factor in the equation, I just know if I go any further, I'm useless for myself. Like, after a certain point, I'm just useless. I'm a useless waste of space.
That's the worst.
And
I've told y'all this before.
And
That's
I'm
the
just
worst
trying
feeling in the world.
I'm gonna be trying to find the floor. If I do it, like,
oh shit,
yeah, like
he said, Wolf of Wall Street, Quaaludes.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean.
Yo, the first time I took 60 milligrams, that's exactly what happened. I was on the couch for 4 hours. I couldn't get up.
And it's like, and it's not gonna go anywhere until it runs its course. And you're at the mercy
of
it in your bloodstream. I've been there before.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I refuse to revisit that arena.
That's uncomfortable.
It's for that like 20 to 25 minute window of uncertainty.
You're like,
it's not that is no fun. But once you start feeling the calm, like, okay, this is easing up on me now, then all right, you can laugh at it then. Like, quick story, we're gonna go to break. I don't know if y'all heard about these punch bars. You heard about those? Okay, I'm not giving any kind of cross promotion anymore for any other products except for Beyond Tree, but I will tip my hat. Got the fresh baldy so I can tip the hat. I will tip my hat to punch bars. Those things are segmented in like little, like, maybe half-inch by half-inch squares, if even that much, maybe quarter-inch by quarter-inch squares. I fucked around and it's 9 squares. I fucked around and bit a whole square off. And when I tell you, I had to hold a Zoom meeting later that evening. I bit the square at 12. The Zoom meeting wasn't until 5 o'clock. That edible was kicking my to the point to where I had to sit down. I had to sit down in front of the AC to cool my cranium, son, because I was hitting the sweats.
Like you was drunk?
I was getting the sweats off.
Like you was drunk?
Like I was drunk, and the floor was when I was sat down, I felt like I had the spins. Like that shit whooped on me for 5 hours straight.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, that's what happened to me. I ate that 60 at the 11 o'clock game. I didn't get off the couch till 4:30.
Good for you, because I didn't start feeling normal until 8 o'clock that night, nigga. That was a full day's work shift that I'm trying to figure out, when is this going to stop? When is this going to stop?
Yep.
I want off this road. I want off the ride, y'all. Stop this ride. I want off.
Nah, that doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
We drop you off when we ready.
Right. When the ride is over, you'll get off.
I don't care if you're bored. You sit there and you find something to do.
Facts. Road trip, nigga.
You find something to do.
Looking at your phone like...
Fam, I had to call Vita and I was like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, you know, what's happening, so don't go
I'm
crazy.
Useless.
I'm weathering this right now. Give me a second.
Did she come in and fuck with you?
Don't let the kids come in here for a minute.
Did she come in and fuck with you?
Huh?
Did she come in there and fuck with you?
Nah. She was just more concerned because remember the bad episode I had when I was driving from North Carolina or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Where I hit the pass out mode and when I was driving and she wasn't ready for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So after that, she's just on guard after that situation. She's not like, leery and like, hypochondriac with it, but she's just on guard.
Because I can see Vita coming in there and be like,
and she was mad. She laughed at me. He's like, you stupid ass. Like, she gave me hell at the same right, exactly. She gave me hell at the same time, but was still concerned. Like, are you sure you're all right? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just letting you know I'm in here working this out. I'll be out in a second. She was like stupid.
Shout out to everyone's better half this evening.
Yeah, she's
Shit
an
we put them through.
She's an amazing individual. I know I'm not the easiest to deal with in my antics and my vices and just me being me. So yeah, shout out to her. You know who's gonna be 15 years this year, my nigga? Isaac is gonna be 13 in 2 weeks.
I remember that wedding
Teenager.
Yesterday.
13.
And I got sick as a dog and had to go home.
Oh, you threw up that night?
No, I was sick. I was sick that whole.
Oh, you was just sick, just in general.
Yeah, that whole Sabbath. But I went to the wedding, but then I had to go home.
Look at this guy. Look at this selfish motherfucker. Don't care about nobody else's health. Just going in sick.
I was trying to see
sharing drinks and shit with niggas and everything.
Nah, I didn't make it to the. I didn't even make it to the party. I was at the ceremony.
Oh, okay.
And I told my brother, "Yo, I gotta go home, fam." He was like, "All right." I was sick as a dog, nigga. I was like, but I gotta go to this wedding, son. I gotta go. Because I've been there.
I was knee deep in babies at that point.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
That shit was. Yo, even the ceremony was lit.
That shit was lit, my nigga.
The ceremony
I'll put on the show any way I can. All right, sorry, y'all. Last break. We gonna wrap this bitch up after this.
Maybe we talk about something.
Maybe.
Ooh, y'all know that? Must be it was a win or something. I was thinking about my girl. Well, like my old girl, I broke up with her, but I mean, you think about her sometimes, just, woo. Oh, I got to find that girl number. Oh, man, I mean, and we would like do it, and it would always kick in after about 2 minutes. You start screaming and shit. This is the best pussy ever! Man, one day I left her house and her next door neighbor came out and said, "Shorty, you was working that, boy." I heard her screaming. That was me. I went over there one day after I had all this Mexican food and I found out why the booty was so good, man. I went over there and we was doing it just like always. 2 minutes can't. Oh, talk to me, Daddy. I said, I got a foot. She said, do what you got to do. And something said, round. And the cat scratched my ass. See what it was? The cat had been behind me licking my balls. That feels so good, man. I said, girl, your booty ain't no good. I'm leaving you. Give me this goddamn cat. God bless y'all. My name is Tony Woods.
Our mics. Let me mute our mics.
Damn.
Yes. Yo, Donnell Rawlings is from DC.
Facts.
Even I knew that.
I did. I had no idea. Yo, I tip my hat. The DC area produces some funny motherfuckers.
I'm gonna say
yo.
something about the DC area. I'm gonna say pound for pound, pause, in terms of entertainment, sports, and just like conglomerate shit. DC owns the market. Like you can't. Athletes outside of, let me see. So like, all right, obviously LeBron comes from Ohio, but
KD.
When you go back to football, Sean, Merriman.
Yeah, Merriman.
Better not say no goddamn Sean Merriman.
Merriman was a Pro Bowler. Fuck
So
out
you
of here,
talking about
nigga.
Mr.
Yes.
Inject?
Whatever.
He was a Pro
Mr.
Bowler.
Juice?
What's my young
was a
boy
Pro
from?
Bowler.
What's my young boy from? Who went to school with Blake? Just graduated Ohio. Played for the Redskins now.
He played for the Redskins?
Plays for the Redskins now. He from right there. He went to
Chase Young.
Come on. Like DC puts them together, fam. Like comedy, entertainment, singers.
Niggas aight.
Right. You right.
Niggas is aight.
It is everywhere we go. Where we go.
Nigga, I'm about to change, nigga.
Fuck your
I'm
hat,
about to
nigga.
change hats, nigga. Fuck all that, nigga. Yeah.
Put that bullshit off,
DC
nigga.
niggas is aight, nigga.
Put that B on that bitch.
We know where the capital of the world is, though, nigga. They capital of the country. We capital of the world, nigga.
Wow.
All right, I'm sorry. No, definitely. I definitely tip my hat DC. There's a lot of talent that's come from DC.
And they had the best drug dealers in the world too.
You know, Taraji.
Elite.
You know what? And I knew Taraji was from DC. I knew she was from DC before I knew she was from DC area, cause she looked like every chick that I wanted at Morgan State that was from the PG DC area, Pretty Girl County.
Pretty Girl County, baby.
Yo, nigga.
I even knew about Pretty Girl County.
Her and what's her name, Regina Hall?
Elite.
They are the embodiments of a PGDC chick. That is what New York niggas go down there and see. They all look like them to us.
So
now the rest of the world sees what everybody else sees.
And them Jones be regular to us.
And they regular to these niggas. Yeah. And we sit there like, how you shitting on shorty like that?
We went to college.
It's like it's 3 more over there.
Yeah,
What you
we
mean?
like, no, there's not. I see this one only.
Right. My man, him and his brother went to Howard. He went to University of Maryland. I was at UConn. My other man was at Central. And at UConn, it was probably like 8 PG County broads, like all track stars. And one basketball player and one track star, and the rest were all track stars. And I'll never forget being like, what the fuck is that?
Nigga, in our church, all them chicks that came from DC church, we was on them.
Right. But see, for me, I wasn't into church girls like that.
Shit, nigga, in the beginning.
I just wasn't. But I remember seeing them.
All them DC girls.
And then, I was getting, got close to one of them, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm from PG County, Maryland." And then my man, Scooter, because Scooter is a popular DC name, we used to send this nigga in to go rob niggas for weed and shit. And anyway, this nigga Scooter was like, "Yeah, I know them bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches ain't shit." But I remember the first time we went down to Howard for Howard homecoming.
It's a different breed, man. They're a different breed in that Mid-Atlantic.
I didn't want to leave.
That PG DC area, it is a different breed of women out
Even
there.
Fat Joe.
And if you're not, and if you've never seen, like, if you've never been around, like, in the bowels of who these, where these women are and shit like that, you're in store for some amazing shit. Like,
it might ruin your life.
I'm not even gassing this shit. Like, outside of, like, the next crop of prettiest girls outside of New York that I've ever seen before is Cali.
Yeah.
That's it. Cali and PG. They got like I'm talking about like in like homegrown
Right.
Not implants. You know what I'm saying? Not chicks that went
real,
there.
Real, yeah.
I'm talking about like they was born
Nice
and
car.
raised there. In this area, in this neighborhood, in this region. Like,
and I almost
PG,
got turned out.
New York, PG, and LA, to me, just from my exposure. Now, I've never been to to Chicago like that. I've never, I've been to Miami, but if you're not Spanish,
All the bad
if
bitches
you're
in
not
Florida
Spanish,
aren't in Miami. They're not in Miami. They're in northern Florida.
If you're not Spanish, well, I even say Spanish. If you're not Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, or Jamaican, you're Jewish. That's all that's in Miami at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or you underneath rubble. Is that too soon?
I mean, or you from what's that? Liberty City.
Oh
That's where the only real African Americans.
The first 48 shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Those stomping grounds. Matchbox that Rick Ross and them be screaming on and shit like that. If you ain't from those hoods, Uncle Luke and them is from, you foreign.
Speaking of which, how about them Haitians getting rid of their own president?
Yo, yeah, you know what? And that's on my notes. Haitian president. They ran up in his crib.
They like, oh nah, nigga, you got to go.
They ran up in his crib with it.
Got his wife over here. She ain't critical.
Huh?
They brought his wife over here.
Wow.
She in Miami getting medical care.
Now, and here's the thing. Ain't nobody talking about whether she got shot or not. Because you know how them niggas get down.
Listen,
man. They not.
That's when niggas had that series Locked Up Abroad. I played my part when I'm at this country, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let
fuck myself.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. Okay, Fred. Yeah.
Right.
You stay here.
No problem.
You stay here. I be back.
Man, they ran up. I'm in the president's crib.
I'm gonna mind my manners in these foreign nations. You know what I'm saying? I mind my manners.
Wow.
How did they get past security at the president's crib?
I just said that. How, Sway? You don't have all the.
I mean, come on, man. You know there's some Grand Theft Auto shit where they got to dress up as security and let a nigga by.
Honestly, they're one of the most tight knit groups, right? Like these niggas.
What that mean? What that mean though?
I mean, you know what that means? That means when they see somebody squeezing the quarter till the eagle screams, they got to go. They don't. It ain't no debate. You get warned. You don't follow the warnings, I'm taking you out. It's that simple. Them niggas act like the Italian mafia on crack. Straight up.
Wow.
And they don't care who it is. Why do you think John? Why do you think he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not fucking with them niggas like that. Like, I'm good. I'll help them out, but I'm not running for president. Because they told that nigga, nah, you,
That's a fucked up situation that's going on over there. Pray for Haiti.
Been a fucked up situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's since the French had their hands on Haiti, it's never been a good situation in that country.
Yeah, they're not playing.
Let's not start keeping score now.
Well, no.
All right. Let's not do that.
Right. Let bygones be bygones.
You know what I mean? Let's not start keeping score now. But we about to get what time did we start? We started like 20 minutes late, right?
Yeah, we started.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so we got a little bit more to talk about. So I saw something interesting on the internet today, and I'm gonna say this also before I get into this. I have a kind of like a guilty pleasure of like kind of like ending trolls on like sports, on like sports threads and shit like that when it goes racial. I have fun doing that. Like at first, if it starts up whatever like that, I may not get involved with it. But if I find out I have like a good 15-20 minutes to actually entertain this jackass, I'll go ahead and just end these dudes you know what I'm saying, with factual reconnaissance that, you know, can't be argued. But long story short, I was on there today, and they were talking about, I don't know if you saw Goldie's post today about the conspiracy theory that you believe 1,000%, and
Yeah,
it went into the
I
OJ
that, yeah.
shit.
Yo,
I
saw that a few weeks
how
ago.
many people really knew of his son?
Nobody. So I remember when the shit happened, an old head was like, yeah, y'all know that nigga's son crazy, right? Because, you know, because his first baby, see, people forget about his first baby moms. She was with him when he was in school, when he was in college. Okay? And then he got her pregnant. He had the boy first, he had the girl second. People don't understand he has two.
Right, okay, I know about the daughter. Right, I know about the daughter. Right, okay.
They had a son. They had a son too.
Okay.
And but they even in his documentary, they don't talk about this son. Because that nigga's crazy. Wow. And his baby mom's is batshit crazy. Right? He turned her ass out. So you gotta think, he strung her out, got through college, got his check, and said, bye, bitch. I'm gonna go get these white hoes. You arguing with me about sucking some dick? These bitches will suck dick fresh off the peel.
Hey, one bitch says she gonna suck my dick from the back. I ain't never had that to me. I'm trying to see what that.
I come up the practice field. And they in the hallway on concrete sucking dick. But yeah, nah, people don't even understand. See, people don't know the history behind his first baby mom.
I'm sorry, that was one of the most underrated, funny Mike Epps lines he ever hit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. That shit just is replaying in my mind. Again.
But nah, his first baby mom's crazy as shit, man. And they had issues, and like she like attacked him, and that's why he was like, "I'm out, bro. I'm out. Like you wildin', B. You wildin'," because she was about to fuck up his whole college career. So he let her go. Got his bag.
And that shit would have mattered back in the 70s. That shit mattered back then. Nowadays, you know, shit, niggas broke that mold, boys in the hood, when Ricky had the 2-year-old son senior year in high school, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Man, what?
Nigga,
I was
you
young
walking?
as shit, but I was doing the math. I was like, hold up.
Nigga, you walking. And you have to be damn near a year. And you was senior in high school?
I mean, you got a pregnant your freshman year, nigga. Ricky was bossing off
and
his freshman year.
Yo. Didn't know nothing else. Didn't know nothing else. Well, yeah, so that's interesting.
It is.
That's interesting.
Even because you know what's funny, because even when you go back to the documentary, during that car chase, so that's when Kardashian showed up at Marcus Allen's and left with that bag, and the police tried to stop him. And he went to the end of the driveway and talked to the police and let him in the car and leave with the bag. The son stayed with Marcus Allen.
Listen, man. Don't nothing surprise me. Man. Nothing surprises me.
You know what else too? You know what else too? Everybody kept saying OJ physically didn't have the strength to be able to kill a Ron Goldman who was an avid lifter.
That's what he was in the gym. Yeah, he was in the gym, right? I heard him.
He was in the gym. Like he wasn't like, I'm sorry, he wasn't like, you know. But he was an actor, so he was active.
He was active.
He was very healthy. And you're not gonna kill a lean, healthy human being, period, and a woman who was healthy at the same damn time, son. Unless you batshit crazy and young. And everybody kept saying, how could OJ physically? That was one of the biggest arguments. If you go back and look at the trial.
Yeah, the bad knee, the bad hip.
What? The
Look how
hands,
he walked the golf courses.
right, the arthritis. They were like, how can he physically kill 2 people at one time?
So they pulling some Boo Radley shit from To Kill a Mockingbird type shit or whatever like that.
Yes.
That crazy strength.
Nigga, there was even me in my high school years, because I was like a freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, I was junior. It was junior year for me.
So
I was in middle school. So I
was a freshman then.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that trial in history class. This is when we first got TVs in the corner.
Yeah.
When we first installed TVs in the room in the corner. And I remember thinking to myself, O.J. Simpson, and I remember we had internet access back then. So I would go to the computer lab and I would look up and I figured he was born, and I seen when he was born, and I was like, he was born in 59? There's no fucking way he killed 2 people.
You was really thinking about that shit in
Yo,
freshman
legit.
year of high school, Z?
No, let me tell you, I had the best history teacher ever, son. This dude, white dude, Mr. Dubin. Never forget. This dude taught, he was white, but he actually made us as black folks think. Right? Yo, dead ass, bro. And I'll never forget, all the other teachers was like, nah, we're not gonna show him this trial, and he went against the grain. And matter of fact, he was the only teacher that ever asked us, do you think you'll ever see a black president in your lifetime? And I was like, nah. And all the white folks and all the little white kids, we had like 3 or 4 white kids in the class, and they were like, yeah, there'll be one someday. Probably, whenever. But I was like, nah. But anywho, he let us watch the shit. And I remember him making us think about the shit. He was like, think about it. How can a man who's been through this, and we all know what football does to people, because at that time I was playing football, and I remember thinking to myself, if he played football for this many years, and I've only been playing it for a year, and I know how I feel, how the fuck was this man able to kill 2 people, 2 healthy people, at the same damn time, and get away with it? It ain't possible. It's not physically possible. So then when I seen that shit a couple weeks ago,
anything is possible.
I mean,
anything is possible, but at the same time, with that explanation, that kind of like makes you. I mean, if you're a critical thinker, it'll give you something to kind of ponder on.
Because that's the talking point, like, and that's just more of the media steering, because, like, you saw with Michael Jackson, like they always highlight whichever one fits the optics. So, like, during the whole trial, it was just weird because it wasn't until he was already like acquitted and they were discussing everything. I didn't know he had a fucking son. Like until the trial was over.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Can I keep it all? Can I keep it all the way at Thou Wow? I didn't know he had a son until I heard sort of his fucking video. I just knew about the daughter.
They kept, so
the daughter was out there. She was on some.
He had the son.
Daughter was on some.
And back then, you couldn't have children on scholarship. Yeah, and Cal, he was at SoCal. You couldn't have children on scholarship.
That's why they went to the league so quick.
And when he got to the league, he got that bag, and he told her, "I'm gone." But they had already had domestic disturbances on campus because she was a track star. Yo, the shit runs deep, son. And then when I seen that white girl go on that video, son, I was like,
yo, like that's
what?
That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit to consider. And
It
again,
is.
nothing surprises me at this point in life. Where we've gotten to in 2021.
It's a big TV show.
Yo, fam, nothing surprises me anymore.
It's all TV.
All this shit is scripted, fam.
Well, I'm gonna need them to write the part of the script where we get stimulus number 4. Like, can y'all write this part of the story?
Talk to me about that.
Like, they talking about giving niggas 2 G's through the end of the year.
Yeah, but they splitting that up though. They doing that monthly install shit or whatever. Like,
hey,
I mean, I'm saying,
because I'm already gonna be getting my child tax shit.
Linda,
this week.
Linda, listen, Linda.
Them think we not holding on for it.
Yeah, I'm hey, send them my way. You know my motto, my nigga. Like, I'm a proponent of getting whatever I can for free from the government.
Mm-hmm.
I am a fan of that shit. They get money from me all the time. That I've never seen these niggas who's doing. Yo, Nas said that shit in the Blue Benz. Niggas said they the biggest crooks. I respect the jooks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, taking money out my check before I even see it, nigga. Like, y'all the biggest crooks, nigga. What you about to say, Jovi? I'm sorry.
Like, you didn't even, like, you niggas ain't fucking, like, especially when I was doing fucking manual labor, nigga.
Right.
Like, that shit used to kill me. Like, dog, so I just bust my ass for about 12 hours of overtime. And you mean I'm only gonna see about $150
See about
of that shit?
$100, nigga.
Cause y'all spanked my overtime. Like, how dare you work hard here, nigga?
You went up the tax bracket. You went up to another tax bracket.
And nigga, and once I saw that shit, I said, no, I can't stay longer.
Nope.
I'm going home. I'll take this for you.
The only time I would agree to it was when I worked for Georgetown, because I was making $18 an hour. So my overtime was 25.
Time and a half or double time?
It was time and a half.
Time and a half.
So I'm making 26.
You're knocking around like what? That's then almost 30.
Yeah, it's 26. It was like 26.70 or some shit like that.
Yeah, 27 or something like that. You round up to 30. Yeah, okay.
Nigga, I put in my 15, 20 hours of overtime. I was like, ooh, that's a whole
nother
check.
Yeah.
So you got that shit. They
Right.
took the next check. They took that check, nigga.
Hell yeah,
They
but
said,
still,
"Thank you."
I made almost $1,000 a week there, easy. And that was on 40 hours or less. So summertime, when we was able to work 12, 14, 15 hours.
And ladies and gentlemen, that may not sound like a lot to you, but back in what year was that? 2000,
That was 2012, 8, 9,
2008,
8, 9, yeah.
$30 an hour.
Yeah, that's right, because you was gone by 12.
Oh, yeah.
2008, 2007, $30 an hour was
primo.
That was comfortable.
Yep.
Especially in DC. You didn't live in the city.
You remember the crib? When I was living in Alexandria, you remember the crib, nigga? I paid $1,700 a month.
That was comfortable.
$1,700 a month.
Anyway, folks, we're about to wrap this bitch up. I have one question I want to ask these fellas on the way out. The one hip hop artist that you would just want to, spend the day with on just straight manly shit or whatever like that, like we just kick it. What's the one hip hop artist that you would want to just, this Sunday you tell your wife, yo, Sunday, I'm going hanging out with so and so. It's a joint that we planned that we put together.
On some humble shit?
Just on some humble, I'm gonna kick it with him like, like that's the homie type shit.
Plies.
Plies. Oh my lord.
Plies, nigga. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even front. Plies, nigga.
That's Boosie for you, Jovi.
Pusha.
Oh, Push, yeah. Yes, I should have known. I should have known.
I'm gonna get high as shit.
I should
I'm
have
gonna
known.
listen to some music.
I should have
Nigga, I'm gonna fuck around and get fresh.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fuck around. I might meet Jay-Z that day, nigga. So it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, no,
I fuck around and meet Ye.
I ain't even mad at that.
See,
that's
and
your
I'm
guy.
more of the Greek god, right? Like, I got 18 hoes. I got a bitch on each nipple, a bitch on each ball. You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm chilling with Plies that day, nigga. Fuck.
Red man, nigga.
Nigga, you might not remember after the first 2 hours.
And that's perfectly fine with me, man. Like,
you might be stuck on the couch.
Hey, you become a bar. You will become a bar.
That's a fact. As a fact, and
I say in here smoking weed with Sam Jameson, like nigga.
I'll accept full responsibility for that. Also, I've had no
guess
qualms.
though, outside of that aspect of it though, I think on some real shit, like sadly, the one person I will want to chill with would be Biggs, man. I would love.
I think everybody would have wanted that just because of the stories and just the legend.
Plus, he grew up in our neighborhood. He grew up in our backyard. You feel me?
We get it,
and
but that's why I say same shit about Redman.
Oh, if we talking dead, Chad Butler.
Ooh.
Enlighten.
Pimp C.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's a given, nigga. Hell yeah, that's a given for you.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that nigga, that's your lane.
I don't know though, because like, I mean, I feel you from the location and that time frame. Yes, yes. But like I said, it's tough because Biggs was in our backyard. We know where he went. Because his stories will relate to our everyday. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that's kind of like a gimme, like everybody.
But is it though? Because like
Big J and I, or whatever like that.
Here's the deal. I wouldn't want to chill with Jay-Z for the day.
Nigga make you feel this big.
I'll pick nine.
I hear he's a real asshole. Like I hear that nigga's been conceited since before Reasonable Doubt, nigga. Like
so, I went to in 2001. I went to his Unplugged show in the city. Right, I was one of 75 people in that room, and he was cool and like he was kind of like the Jay you see on TV. And then, but then when niggas got real comfortable, he backed off. You feel me? Like it was weird. It was like, damn, you was just opening up, and now all of a sudden you shut that down. Cause then because he legit. So we were in the middle of the city. I can't think of the intersection.
All right, get to the end of the story, man. We got.
But anyways, the nigga was mad cool at first. Like he came out, he shaking hands, he dapping niggas up, he doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a room of like it was less than 100 people, and he's having drinks. Everyone's having drinks and shit, and then all of a sudden it was like 2 hours into the motherfucker, like somebody asked something of him, and he just shut down. And I was like, oh, that's weird, yo. Why are you being, you know what I mean? Like, you just ruined the whole fucking night, man. And then 20 minutes later, he was done. Walked off.
Yeah, Redman.
That's why I'm like, I'm good.
Redman, Ghost, or if I felt like doing yoga, 3 Stacks. I know he do yoga.
Nigga, 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks probably be on some whole other shit, and you don't even.
I probably like, you know what, nigga? Give me Timo number, nigga. Let me go get some weed and find the Dungeon family. Let me chill with these niggas. Give me Big Boy number. So.
No, but I'm talking about like that nigga might actually be on some. He be like, look, go ahead. Like he seemed like he was just super generous. Like he dressed like a farmer, so you know he got money still. So
right,
like,
that shit matters.
That be the nigga that you like, yeah, I'm supposed to meet up with Andre. Like, yeah, he sent the Uber to pick me up. And you get to this nigga crib, and it's on some lavish estate type shit. But he dressed regular as shit. He dressed like Forrest Gump after he got done running cross country.
Right.
And he said, I'm about to go home now.
I'm just tired.
outside of hip hop though, Dave Chappelle all day in the face.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
It's a gimme.
That's an easy one.
I've never said
you're just gonna get high and you're gonna laugh all day.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be too busy picking his brain. No bullshit.
Nigga, please. I'll be trying to just roll up and stay laughing, nigga.
Like what day? Roll your weed.
You want backward or just straight white boy this time? You tell which one do you prefer?
I'm a roll both, and then let you
tell me which one to like first. That's it. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Nah, for real though. Chill with that nigga. Because his knowledge is crazy.
Now he's definitely well read, but I can't think of outside of hip hop. Cause that's
What
too much of a
female?
broad spectrum, yo. Like
What female without not on some non-sexual shit? Just what female would you kick it with though?
Just because of the local ties, Taraji.
see, I'm more to smash though, cause I like.
See, that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying?
well,
Cause she's that's my speed. That's my archetype. That's my body type. That's my speed right there. You know what I mean? So that's difficult for me.
But in terms of like overall, just like that's what I'm saying. Get rid of that part.
That's
yeah, you can't.
I'm that. Hey,
this nigga said I might as well go hang out with Queen Latifah.
Yeah. And truthfully, that may be the best option.
Right.
Like, bitch, you can be Cleo. Throw the cornrows in your fucking head.
Do all that. Come on, let's go snuff some niggas or whatever. I ain't been in a fight in a couple years anyway.
Word.
Let's just I mean,
word.
I don't know where I'm at. Let's
I'll
just go
chill
see.
with Whoopi.
You know what I mean? Like,
I would chill with Whoopi Goldberg.
I was thinking that too. If it had to be
she look like she's
physical. I just think an encounter with her would be too
serious,
too analytical. Like they're like the funny Whoopi is gone now.
No, it's not.
It's the political Whoopi now.
I mean, that's what she gets paid to
dig it. I dig it, but hey, and so did Donnie Brasco until he felt like he was really in the fucking mob.
What is this shit, Fugazi?
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, Fugazi.
It's Fugazi. I mean, listen, man. Niggas be undercover so long, they get a part of that role.
It clicks, right?
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's a tough question for me. I can't think of outside of
What about
hip-hop.
Jovi, female? I mean, you said Tarazi, but forget all that. Like legit, 100%. More like impactful. Just. Yeah.
Like nobody moves me
It's
like
fuck
that.
Oprah.
That I'm not attracted to.
I ain't thinking about that. So if I had to pick, it'd probably be shorty that ran for governor. If I down
Abrams?
Georgia, yeah, Stacey Abrams.
Okay.
Hell yeah! All right, I guess. That's nice.
Pick up, learn a little game. That's a network. You know.
You know what? Now that I think about it, probably as a sleeper pick, what's her name? Leslie Jones.
Big Les?
Big Les.
Yo, you know what, Joe? You know what, Say?
I would hang out with her.
You know what, Say?
I'd have a good time that day. I know I would, because I know there'd be absolutely no physical attraction whatsoever.
But you're gonna be laughing
but
like
we
shit.
gonna be frying niggas all day long.
Chilling. Last one. White person. Who's the one white person you definitely want to chill with, though?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, hands down. Hands, no debate.
Okay.
No debate.
I never even got a chance to say
Jim Carrey is
close second. Seth Rogen.
Who?
Close second. Seth Rogen.
That's a close. That's a tough phrase.
My close
that's
second.
neck and neck. But there will be no
second.
Seth without Jim. So that's why I'm
Correct,
I'm gonna tip my hat to the OG.
But my close second is Seth's boss.
Who's that?
The nigga that created all that shit. Family Guy. Fuck's his
Talking about McFarlane.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will probably be a pretty good day too.
And he seems super progressive, like
You know what I'm
just
saying?
because I watch that shit Bill Maher does, and he's a frequent contributor on Bill Maher, and he's very well read. He's very social, like he's aware of the social impact of himself, his shows.
Yep.
He has his finger on the pulse as far as what the fuck is going on. That's why his show is able to.
Exactly. That's why it's so cutting edge.
At the drop of a
That's
dime.
the exact reason why shit is so cutting edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, that wouldn't be a bad play either.
But he's had some vicious roasts.
He's fucking hilarious.
Look, man, the nigga's funny. For him to be able to create Family Guy, the nigga's funny. Family Guy, Cleveland Show, and American Dad.
If you're not smart, you can't even fathom what he's talking about.
You can't follow
Fuck that.
Family Guy.
He said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get fucking Mark Wahlberg, and I'm gonna have him talk on the green screen, and he's gonna have a fucking talking bear. And this fucking movie with this talking bear is gonna be the funniest fucking shit you've seen in the longest time.
It's gonna be the shit.
Ted, I don't even know when they're gonna do a Ted 3, but just off the cuff of 1 and 2,
Ted is like The Hangover.
Right.
Ted
you don't
is
know
just
where
as
it's going.
raunchy and unpredictable as The Hangover.
Right. Yo, Seth MacFarlane, son, that nigga.
Yo, Seth MacFarlane would not be a bad play. I will not debate that. Jim Carrey, Seth MacFarlane, and Seth Rogen. I will not debate those three.
Because Rogen is Seth Rogen is so intelligent, son. Like, and that's the other thing about him is he's not gonna talk about some shit that's just gonna be like, no, he's actually gonna make you think about some shit.
Yeah,
and then pass you the joint. Like, hit that.
He has what I like, the sneaky comedy. He's not like, slapstick, but you gotta catch what he just said.
Right.
I like that kind of
because it'll get past you and you'll be like, wait a minute.
I like that. I like intelligent humor.
What was that shit? Y'all watch The Long Shot?
I haven't. I'm not.
The Long Shot that's when I think it's Scarlett Johansson, him, and Ice Cube's son plays his best friend.
Okay.
When I tell you that shit, it's a rom-com kind of vibe, but that shit's funny as shit.
Okay.
They got Boyz II Men in the motherfucking movie.
Yo, but like...
Hey, you got my attention when you said Scarlett Johansson.
Sex tape with Mira and whatever.
Zach and Miri.
Zach and Miri make a porno. That shit was wild funny.
Son.
I could watch that any day of the week.
Son.
My name is Chester the Molester. Cockish stuff. That's a great porn name. We get to have a porn name?
Right.
Tom Jones.
See, I don't have quotables from it, but I watched it enough. Nigga was like, the funniest shit to me was in the beginning, was at the class reunion. And it was like, just over there talking to that bitch. Like, you want to one up and give me a hand job?
Right.
Make it quick.
Okay.
Sorry about your blouse.
Exactly. Watch your elbow. Yo, that movie's hilarious. I fuck with that movie. No, but I definitely fuck with it. Knocked Up was another funny one. Super Bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these white people comedies. They're classic, funny. That circuit of movies, Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin, This Is 40.
What's my man? Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow been killing it.
Judd Apatow's another one. Judd Apatow. But see,
that's the producer.
Really?
So Judd Apatow.
Kudos.
Yo, Judd Apatow, him and MacFarlane.
Kudos.
Forever, son.
That's quality film. What's what I'm looking for?
So Apatow did
quality screenplay right there.
Facebook like 10 years ago. Remember that shit, Jovi? And
what happened?
A video. He was like, "You got 2 minutes to prove to me why you should be in This Is 40." Okay, and I entered that shit, and I think it was like it was like 118th out of like, I don't know, 4 or 5 million. But I entered that shit, and a few other people that we know entered that shit. One of them, which I don't even want to talk about, but yo, I got the letter. Like, I got the physical fucking letter. They were like, "Yo, you were this is where you ranked. Don't stop, keep it up." Because he gave you 2 minutes to prove why he should give you $4 million to be in This Is 40, son. That's who Judd Apatow is. And that's how he would pick. That's what he would do. He would go places and pick comedians and put them in movies.
Now I have heard about how charitable. I've heard how charitable he is, as far as like he's really big into philanthropy. He puts a lot of his money back into the community. He does a lot of social, like he does a lot of stuff as far as social issues. So, like people like that, I don't mind, being a patron of what they do, because not only are you fulfilling a need as far as entertainment, like I know ultimately that you're going to use the funds. Of course, I'm expecting you to make money. Like that's an asinine concept.
Yeah,
that's why you do it. But the fact that I know that you're not just being a usurper and you're actually putting your money back, I don't feel so bad about going to the theater and giving you the money that, I sit on my ass and tell people what to do for 8 hours about.
Right. No, I mean, look, man, quality material, the cream is always going to rise to the top. Pause. So it's like, that's just bottom line. You know what I mean? Just like the Farrelly brothers, they were on a tear in the late 90s with the Dumb and Dumbest, something about Marys and shit like that.
Something about Mary. Oh.
I was trying to show that shit to Isaac one night, but it was like towards the middle where Tucker couldn't get the fucking keys, and the nigga was hitting the
with the stilts?
With the stilts and shit. He was hitting that shit right there. Yo, I was like, this movie is so fucking silly. It's not even funny, yo. Like,
Brett Favre.
Quiet.
And yo, we gotta go, man. We're gonna keep talking about whatever else we want to, man. But yo, I heard Ben Stiller's a dick though. Like on some
really?
He won't even look at the type shit.
That's why he don't really be working like that no more.
Yeah, I hear he's a super dick. Like super dick. You know who else is like that too? David Allen Greer.
Oh yeah,
I can get that. He's Broadway. He's classically trained.
Oh my gosh, I hear he is a super tool, nigga. Like
that's why he's on fucking the cooking channel now. He's up there with like the nigga from Chicago. What's that show? Beat Bobby Flay.
Oh okay.
That nigga showing shit like nah.
Oh, he doing that. I can't cook shit.
Yeah. He's on Beat Bobby Flay shit.
How you gonna be?
But you know what else too? Vince Vaughn, cool ass cat, man. Because
he's a dick too.
Nah, he's cool. He live in
man. When I tell you, I admire the artistry Vince Vaughn encapsulates. Just the improvisational skills that he has, just to shoot from the hip and be accurate with that dart.
Yeah.
He's accurate with how he lands home with the comeback or with the quip, whatever the case may be. You dig what I'm saying? If you guys don't know what the word quip means.
He's like delayed. He's slightly delayed. Right? He's like, you throw some shit at him and he's like...
He's like, so you want to do what, right? And then you're going to do this. And he's leading you with...
deeper, right?
Into the joke. This is what I'm saying. It's like, that is a skill.
It is.
The monologue when he was trying to talk him into crashing the weddings for the season. And
we know that shit was just straight freestyle. We know that was freestyle. They just kept it. They said, you know what? Keep it. Keep it. We're going to do that one.
It stays. Rest of the movie goes.
Yo, that is a sheer talent that not many people can reproduce, yo. I admire the artistry of Vince Vaughn.
It's 11:05.
I'll be tell you that. But yo, we out.
Hey,
we went way over time tonight.
We love y'all. We love y'all.
We went way over time tonight. Rock with us. We'll be back for y'all next week. Tonight
maybe we have a topic
brought to you by Cazell as usual. 627's on deck. I don't do this
you
no
back
more.
On? You back on with them?
I'm just pulling out. I'm just rocking the collection, my nigga. Rocking the collection.
What you got for sale?
Nothing. Cause all I got is because the plug is over with me in the plug right now.
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah. It's a wrap. So unless niggas gonna pay top dollar for my personal stash, just admire from the
what? You said show's over? You said show's over?
Cazell show's over, my nigga.
Show's over?
Oh, you mad? You mad at that? Okay, all right.
That is kind of rough, though. But
hey, man, it's just reality of the situation, man. 2020 wasn't nice to a lot of people. But we out, y'all. It's 11 o'clock. It's way too late. We see y'all next week. Peace. Let's see if the outro goes this time.
It
Come
didn't
on
work
with your
perfect,
bad
did
ass. Outro not working.
Again?
Yeah, gotta reload it.
Yo,
So
wow.
yeah. Anyway.
I showed the kids that shit.
Oh, you did?
I showed them roll bounce.
Yeah.
So they watch roll bounce. So they was
Yeah.
like, I said, yo, I said the outro from the show is on this shit. They was like, huh? It's like probably about halfway through the movie, but it's one of the scenes with the trash men. And so they older, so they peeped it. They was like, oh, that's Mike Epps and Charlie Murphy. And I was like, yeah. I was like, look how young Bow Wow was. I said he was still skinny. So this
Still
how you know he's
skinny.
old as shit.
He had that 40-year-old neck. Nigga.
Nah. So they seen the shit, and they was like, so they seen the shit, and they was like, I was like, oh, this is the scene right here. Like, that boy got stretch pants. That boy got stretch pants.
Classic shit, yo.
Still live?
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. We see y'all next week.
All right.
Peace to the guys in the earth.